Everyone. Today we'll be discussing about the concept called as distractors. Distractors are nothing but the elements which are said to be used to mainly clear the memory. Okay, so distractors are what? Distractors are the elements which are being used to clear the memory. It uses the simple symbol, the tilde symbol. Wherever you want to use, you can use a tilde symbol in front of the function. Then it becomes a distractor. So whatever is there information in that particular method, it will be automatically removed from that particular method. So remember, it's the opposite of the constructor which works the distractors. Distractors are used mainly to remove the elements from the memory. It acts as a garbage collector. How it is said to be used as, I want to remove from information from the memory, I'll be using the tilde symbol on any of the methods. Automatically it will remove the elements from the memory. You can see this method is also called as the finalization method. Finalization method is nothing but, okay, everything is over, my data is being used within the memory, I have stored everything in the database. Okay, after 10 days, after 20 days, 1 year, 1 month, whatever it is, don't want that element, then I may be using the concept of finalization. I may remove the elements from the memory. Otherwise, the C# has its memory allocation, where afterwards, when you are not said to be using after 10 days or 20 days or 30 days, or maybe after 1 year, that elements it will be removed from the memory. So that concept is being introduced, like either it may gets deleted by itself, or you may be using the concept of the distractors, but you cannot use the term delete in C#. Okay, so those are the distractors. And another concept is there called as this reference. Or when you say this reference is nothing but it is referring to the current element. Remember that this word which is being used in reference, it is nothing but which refers to the current element which is there in the program. Okay, I may be using a variable x, I may be using a variable y. When I want to introduce that element as the current element which I am using, okay, I may allocate x is 10. So that is your current element, and I will be using that particular current element, and I will be producing the output. So that is said to be what this is. This reference is nothing but when I say, okay, this x, whenever I am said to be calling, the calling element, it will be first going to this part and it will be executing that, and afterwards it may execute the other elements. Okay, that is said to be this reference. Okay, this is the way in which it is being used. So this reference is also used in the index concept. Indexes are being used in C#. Those it is said to be used in C# as like of array types. So that are said to be using the concept of this reference. Okay, you can say check out here, the indexes are same as the array types. Okay, mainly those are the indicators. They will be indicating the elements which are there in the program. So elements, whatever elements are there in the array type, those it will be considered in the indexes. Okay, in case a container of objects are there which will be replicating it, it will be forming the indexes in the program. So indexes, it may take multiple arguments whichever it want. It is said to be taking those arguments, and it is using this operator here. Okay, and it is same as the array concept, whichever object it is to be using in the concept of arrays, and the object it is same as the array type, and it will be using the access modifiers, the private, public or protected, whichever access modifier it want, it can use the access modifiers. And it has the return type which is said to be supported by C#. Any return type it will be accepting, and if at least one parameter should be there in the reference, otherwise it will lead to a compilation error in the indexes. Indexes are same as arrays. It will be represented with its own access modifier. It is said to be same as array. It is said to be using the return times which is of any type, and it should be using at least one parameter in the programmatic concept. If it is not using any parameters, then it will lead to an error. So how it is being used in the program is, you can see here, it will be using the indexes. It will be using the indexes here, this and the parameter. Okay, parameter here which is there in the square bracket is nothing but your indexer. Okay, and it uses the concept of a get set. Okay, which are nothing but the accessors and mutators, nothing but the properties which are being there in the C#. Okay, so in the array types, okay, here it belongs an indexer part. Indexer, you can see in the example what is happening. You have the using system class list is being given, and you have a array list. Okay, and you have a array list here which is there, and it will be using the index concept. So public object this is the reference which is being used in the indexes, and you have the index here, int index, that it will be producing the parameters which are of type integer type. Okay, and it will be using the get and set properties, where if the index is set to be 0, okay, less than 0, and index is set to be greater than the array elements which are there in the present. Okay, I take here 0 to 2, nothing but 3 elements are there. If I take more than 3, then it will be having what? An error. It will print return null. Otherwise else return, it will be whatever elements are there, those elements it will be present. Okay, and set the index value, there it will be set. And in the main method you can check out, you have an object which is being created with the class name list. List is equal to new list, and it in the list you have 3 elements, that is 1 2 3 ABC and X Y Z. And in the for loop, I is equal to 0, I less than list dot count, the object which is being created, that object dot count how many times it will be counted. Okay, it is 0 to 2, nothing but 3 elements, till that elements it will accept. It will print the list, and afterwards it will come out of the loop. Okay, this is the part of an indexer. Remember, you use a separate syntax for indexer, and it has the get and set properties within that, and you will be executing those array list in the main method. Okay, this is the indexer. So today you have learned about what is destructor. It is said to be using the tilde symbol, and when you are using the tilde symbol means what, you are using a destructor in the program. Then you have what, this concept. This is nothing but it will be referring to the current element, and indexers are nothing but array list. It has its own separate syntax representation, and it uses this get and set methods, and it is said to be having a separate method which explains the elements of the array. Okay, this is the part. Okay, thank you.